So here is Shadow Link again, and he has himself a hammer. That's not very nice, you know, it's basically not a particularly good thing to have around. Because it stuns us and it's annoying, and I didn't manage to reach him because of that. Oh well. Hit the switch. And that makes lots of force gems appear. So, you know, we're getting quite a lot of power here. You know? We're basically gathering lots of gems so that we can increase the strength of our sword. You know, that's generally what you do with gems and stuff. Okay, right, so just quickly burning the place, just so that I don't have to, you know, hit anything to get through. And yeah, the formations are really handy in single player so that you can gather the items, you know, the force gems really quickly. But yeah, there is the super special spin attack thing, which is, it's handy at times, but it's kind of difficult to use. And that gel guy thought he could, you know, sneak up on us, but we were prepared. Okay, right, mass lift rocks, and you can see there's a bunch of guards over there, and the guards kind of want to go and attack us, but we're just going to swim under the bridge and completely avoid them. Okay, right, so more picking up the rocks. You need 2 guys to pick up these sort of rocks, and we have found ourselves Tingle. Of all people to be under the rock, why did it have to be Tingle? I mean, come on, he's just retarded, seriously. Yeah, we're a fairy, except we're not really a fairy, we're just... So yeah, basically we are getting force gems, and Tingle wants force gems as well, so pretty much we're going to be competing with him this entire time for lots of force gems. And that is a big fucking pain in the ass, because he will keep trying to steal our force gems. So yeah, basically saving Tingle is a bad idea, but we really couldn't do anything about it because we had to get past that rock, you know. Whatever, right? Okay, so if we go this way first, we can get, you know, to the exit, but if we want that rock, you know, we don't want the rock. If we want that force gem set over here, then we have to go here and dive under the water. I think it was only about 20, so it's not the biggest of deals, but every force gem counts, and the more force gems you have by the end of the level, the better. So yeah, don't miss any if you can help it. Okay, right, I can't remember which one of these I'm supposed to go up. Okay, it's not this bit. There's sometimes they put force gems on the steps that you can't really reach, but okay, right, so cannons. Cannons are always fun. Let's just wait until the force gem gets up. So, okay, maybe not, because it's automatic. That's not very nice, Mr. Cannon. You know, after a set amount of time, it actually just sends you there anyway. And we got 50 force gems. Huzzah! Okay, yeah, so I'm pretty sure you've worked it out by now, but obviously tiny green force gems are 1, you know, big, we're gonna have to get there before Tingle gets there. No, Tingle, do not steal our stuff, you little thief. And yeah, we can do that just so we can get all the force gems. Huzzah! Now I'm gonna go back and get the boomerang because I kind of want that. Yeah, but anyway, as I was saying, small green ones are worth 1, you know, small blue ones are 5, small red, they're not really small at that point, but red are 20. And, you know, that's the general rupee standards, but you also get some purple ones, as you've seen, are worth 50. And then they start increasing in size, so you end up having big green ones which are worth 100, big blue ones are 150, and big red ones are 200. The best you can get normally is a big purple one which is worth 300, and I just went in the wrong way. Yeah, if you can get a big purple one, 300 is great. There is a gigantic green one as well, which is very rare, but if you get it, it's worth 1,000, so it's worth doing. Right, so as you see here, these switches are too spaced out in order to get a formation to work. You know, the cross formation is in the wrong way, so we can't do that. Box formation is too narrow, so how do you do this as a single player? Well, you can select, you know, using the control pad or X, you can change which link you are controlling, and all of the rest stay stationary and they are not affected by enemies. So then you can place them individually and, you know, do lots of cool stuff with that. It's a bit limited because I can't now make them all regroup until I go back in here. You know, I can make them regroup now, which is what I'm going to do because I think I need them for the next bit. I went in the wrong door again, whatever. Yeah, basically you can control them all individually and they can pick each other up and throw themselves all over the place. It's quite funny that way. I think we're going to need to show that in a second. We have ourselves a heart container for the level. Yes, heart containers are only for the level that you get them, and it's a bit of a competition actually as to what to do with them. Okay, right, so you can see this switch is kind of, you know, pressure dependent. You have to actually, you know, stand on the switch in order to do it. But what you could have done instead is pick the guy up and chuck him over the other side, and then switch to him and regroup. Doesn't really matter either way in this scenario, but, you know, whichever way you want to do, that is the way you go and do it. Okay, right, so you can't obviously use the boomerang when you're swimming, that's pretty obvious, and we don't need to do very much apart from leap of faith! Yeah, that was pretty funny. Right, okay, so we can go down, or we can go in here and get ourselves some extra stuff. Yeah, you have a limited amount of time that you can stay under the water, obviously, so just be a bit aware of that. And yeah, we have ourselves a passageway, which we can do something about if we, you know, work with the links together. Everybody needs to come in at this point, so yeah. I can't switch. Ah, my L button seems to have stopped working, kind of. That's not very good. Okay, right, so we hit 2000 force gems, as you can see, so now we have a stronger sword. And yeah, basically we can do a new spin attack as well, which is pretty great. I'll show that off in a bit, but yeah, I couldn't seem to use the L button there for some reason. That was kind of awkward. Whatever, you know, basically now we get some extra chests, which is nice. I think one of these has a blue bracelet, if I remember rightly. It has been a long time since I played this, but some items are pretty memorable, you know, especially one like this. You know, this is another one of those items, if you know where the chest is, then you're gonna really want to get it in a multiplayer game, because halving the damage you take, pretty fantastic, not gonna lie. It does get annoying if you end up stacking them though, because obviously then the other guys can't actually get the thing, and it gets awkward. Okay, right, so there is another hidden thing down there, which is good, and we got ourselves a force fairy. So basically, if somebody dies, they need a force fairy in order to revive them. I have a feeling I'm missing out on something here. Yeah, because I have a feeling I was supposed to go down first. Oh, damn it, I'll be back in a minute. Okay, so let's see what I was missing. Yeah, that's what I was missing. There's 100 force gems there. Not overly essential, but you know, it's worth showing them off. Okay, right, so now I'll be back when I get across again. Okay, right, so now that I'm done with that, and we've opened up that chest, so, oh, come on, let me get up. Alright, yeah, you might be hearing my R button clicking an awful lot, but that's just because the R button does rolling, and I kind of want to roll a lot. Okay, so, remember this bridge? You know, we swam under it before. So, now we have to actually kill the enemies that are here. Look at that, there's a whole bunch of them. This is where it gets pretty cool in the actual multiplayer side of it, because there's a lot of enemies, and you've got to coordinate yourselves really well if you want to do that, you know, like I just did there. Okay, right, so this is another case of, you know, getting everybody on switches. So, yeah, basically I'm just going to push them on there because it's a little bit easier for me. I don't want to be doing stupid stuff with that. And there is enough gifts that everybody can get one. But of course this is a competitive game in a sense, so you're going to end up trying to steal all the gifts. And you'll want that chest because that chest has got a heart container. So yeah. I'm pretty sure that this game, when it's done in single player, doesn't give you where all the blue bracelets are, so I wouldn't be able to tell you that, but yeah, so basically there is a guard guy, and ironically in this game the green knights are actually stronger than the blue ones. In the other, you know, in the original games and stuff, from Link to the Past and whatnot, it was the blue guy that was stronger than the green one. So it's kind of weird, you know? But yeah, that guy didn't really pose much of a problem here, and I'm gonna go in formation just so I can get lots of force gems at once. You know, having 4 hitboxes basically means that I can get 4 lots of force gems in one go, pretty much. Okay, yeah, so really not that challenging at the moment. And that is the end of the first level. Basically just a basic stage to get you introduced to the game, pretty much. And yeah, there is a barrier of darkness which pretty much is killing the place. So yeah, Vati is using these in order to improve his power, and we pretty much have to break them with the Force Sword. But if you don't have enough Force Gems, you know, to power up the sword, you can't do this. So yeah. And as it said there, Force Gems are turned into Force Berries, and we only get 1 this time because the game is a stingy fucker, but whatever. Pretty much, yeah, that's the end of the first stage. And it's pretty good fun, I must say. Nice little basic tutorial level just to get you introduced to the game, and yeah, that took me just under half an hour to record. So I don't know, it's not going to fit in one video, I know that, but I'm pretty much going to take 2 or 3 parts per stage. So yeah, I'll leave it here anyway. So this has been gamercal, you've been watching Legend of Zelda 4 Swords Adventures, and join us next time, possibly with somebody else commentating, because I don't really want to do this all by myself. So yeah, hopefully with somebody else in the action on this, and we'll go into the Cave of No Return. Sounds scary, but of course this is level 1, so it can't be that hard, right? See you guys.